We are live at SAPPHIRE NOW 2018 in Orlando, Florida. I'm Michael Krigsman. I'm an industry analyst and the host of CXOTalk. And we're speaking right now with Walter Kurd, who is the Chief Information Officer at Maxim Integrated. Hey Walter, thanks for taking time and talking with us.
Hi Michael, and thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Tell us about Maxim.
Maxim Integrated is a $2.5 billion revenue analog semiconductor company in Silicon Valley, California. Seems like compared to other companies we're not that big, but we have over 45,000 active parts, 20,000 customers. We ship billions of units a year, and basically the result of all of that is 65% gross margin, 35% operating margin, and now, thanks to some of the tax changes, we can return 100% of our cash to shareholders, which makes them very happy, which makes our employees happy because the stock price goes up.
And you have 45,000 active parts.
Yes, we do.
I can't even imagine that.
Our supply chain is very complicated, all right? On the sales side, we've really revamped things. We call it a digital transformation, but we've gone heavy into e-commerce. Now, this was a really interesting discussion in the company because we were very traditional, but we realized that we've been product focused for so long, and so we put a lot of time into enhancing our website, the analytics, the customers, and so on, and then allowing us to really understand the customer experience.
Now you're a B2B company.
We are a B2B company, but we also sell a lot of smaller quantities for samples, reference boards, all of these different things that we sell to design engineers all over. A little known fact, we give free samples. So, because obviously we want people to try the products, they're great products.
So you talk about customer experience in the way that I hear consumer B2C companies talk.
So if you look at who our customer is, it's a design engineer, which is a completely different experience from a consumer. First we have to get them there. Then we have to walk them through, make sure it's easy to find what they need. We have simulation tools, obviously the data sheets, the training videos, and free samples. We understand the journey that a customer, in this case an engineer, goes through, and we've redesigned our website and our selling process around that. And so far we've actually, in the last 2 years, each year we've doubled our e-commerce revenue. And that gives us a lot more insight to the customer, which, as we know with digital transformation, is critical.
It sounds like this is all based on a very profound understanding in a detailed way of what customers want, what they expect from you, how do they use the products, and how they interact with you.
Engineers are king in our company, but we've had to really expand our focus on the customer, and especially as we have 20,000 of them, the small customers and medium customers that we can't touch directly, we have to touch with our website. You don't know which ones are going to become big customers.
Changing customer expectations then become a very significant driver of the actions you're taking at Maxim.
Expectations have gotten much higher, and we have to deliver.
What's the role of IT? Because you haven't spoken about systems, you're talking about customer experience and user experience.
All the business processes go from these systems over here to these systems over here. So the only people that understand the end-to-end process and make it work are IT. And so what I realized was, if we're not getting better, if we're not executing the right projects, we're hurting the company. The world has changed. And IT is not a silo anymore. Each business thing is not a silo. It's one process, one integrated system.
So you're breaking down silos. How about from a systems perspective and a data perspective? How does that help you reinforce the breaking down of those silos?
So we created a business intelligence organization within IT many, many years ago, and the objective was to standardize, normalize, and centralize the key data in the company. Keeping track of those billions of units across all the world and keeping it flowing is a big challenge. But it's a lot easier if you have a good forecast.
IT has got it really does have its hand across the entire company, down at the basic level of systems, all the way up to directly being involved with customer experience.
The business may not realize it, but you have to make it happen. Otherwise, you hurt the company.
You have been working with SAP for decades. Tell us a story of the early days of working with SAP.
I implemented SAP in 1995. We were in a small office up in Foster City, California, when I first met Hasso Plattner, who was obviously we were both much younger then, but when I saw the software, when I saw the integration, I knew it was what I wanted. The funniest story, I was meeting with the head developer for S4HANA, and I was telling him the story that one of my guys comes back and we had a SOX issue with an asset started depreciation too long, and he sent me a thing saying it was an SAP bug. I was like, no. People who work with SAP know that it's not a bug. There's almost no bugs with SAP, and especially with the accounting side. I said, go back and get the right answer. SAP is a great company and great software.
Walter, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.